Hello friends, today we are going to discuss 7 stages in which your child can learn emotional regulation, and you can identify at which stage your child is so that you can progress from there. Step number 1 is called as extrinsic regulation, where the child might be crying continuously, laughing continuously, or in order to regulate themselves, they are stimming vocally, touch-based, visual stimulation, or they are singing or humming continuously. It is important for the parent to keep their calm, to regulate themselves by not getting angry, not getting irritated, keeping your own calm so that you can calm your child down. So for example, changing the environment of the child, taking them to some other place, some other room in the house, or taking them away from a social setting where the stimming tends to increase. Or, for example, in the classrooms when the child does not feel regulated because of the overstimulation of the environment, at that time giving them movement breaks. So at that time, it is important that the parent or the teacher regulate themselves before they regulate the child. Step number 2 is called as mutual regulation. These are the kind of activities that you do with the child. For example, a simple deep breathing in which you hold the hands of the child if the child is receptive of the activity and you both do deep breathing. So let's smell the flower and blow the candle. Or you both start running together in the room so the child is using you as their external cue in order to regulate themselves. Step number 3, visual regulation or visual reminders, where the child may not be able to perceive verbal input or their auditory processing is still slow. So visual cues are used, and these visual cues include providing some choices or some activities visually, maybe a picture, a pictorial format of the activity that you can use with your child so that they select what would they like to use in order to calm themselves. So it could be running, it could be going out in the sunlight, it could be staying in a quiet area of the room, and so on. Step number 4 are called as verbal reminders. Verbal reminders work when you can see that your child is feeling dysregulated. So you tell them, I can see that you are not comfortable with this activity, or I can see that you are not feeling good about this social place. So we can try a few things. Would you like to drink water? Would you like to have your toy? Would you like to change the place or go out somewhere for a while? In this way, even if you're explaining the child verbally what options they can take, they can still understand because their auditory processing is good. Step number 5, where you offer choices to the child so you can prepare a chart for the common calming strategies that work for your child. For some children, it could be drinking water. For some children, it could be a change of environment. For some children, it could be use of a fidget toy. For some other children, it could be use of a movement break. Step number 6 requires strategic planning by the child. So for example, you identify, I can see that you are feeling bad or you are feeling upset by the situation. What would you like to do? And the child tries to work by problem solving on their own. I'd like to go out. I'd like to stop this activity or no more activity. Or the child can say, I would like to sit on my rocking chair. Or the child can say, I'd like to play with my puppet. So in this way, the child is verbalizing exactly what strategy they want to use and no choices are given. And the 7th step is something that we are all trying to achieve. Self-regulation. What does that mean? That the child can handle themselves independently. Even if the child feels like crying, laughing, or they feel intense emotions at any time. They are really excited about an event. They can still contain their excitement. They will talk for a while, but then they realize by social cues or by an intrinsic cue that yes, it's okay, they can stop. laughing, or they can stop jumping around. They can sit and do other activities in which they can regulate themselves by drinking water or making a happy smiley to show that they're feeling really excited about going out or going out to eat. It is important for a parent to identify which of these 7 stages your child falls in so that you can work ahead towards the final goal, which is self-regulation. Let me know if this video was informative for you by liking the video, subscribing the channel for more videos related to child development, ring the bell icon for notifications, add any queries or suggestions in the comments below, and we'll meet again soon. Bye.